Hannes, the future of Made in Europe is the title of the Digitising Europe Summit in 2019. For you, how can we maintain Europe's industry leadership while securing leadership in future technologies at the same time? What do you think?
I guess digitizing Europe is the thing. We all talk and discuss what can we do to digitize. At the end of the day, it means moving a product into a service and using technology for doing that. And what can we do? I think three things where we need to be really good. One is clearly education. I think that we are not really prepared for the future. Coding, programming, all of that, I mean, it's not at the necessary status in schools and education systems, so that's one. The second one, it's money, it's capital. You need to have the capital there where you have the great ideas, and also there where you want the companies to stay. So therefore, I mean, this part is also a very, very important part. And then it's infrastructure. And infrastructure, I mean, it's just the basement for everything. It's the basement for connecting things, connectivity. You need to have it everywhere. The more we talk and discuss 5G, the more we talk and discuss connecting things. Not only people, but also things. And there are some forecasts talking about 500 billion connected things. That's a lot.
Indeed. Okay, Hannes, let's talk about 5G because you mentioned this explicitly. So Vodafone, as a European company, wants to enable the 5G network in Europe and in Germany in particular. So why is 5G or why other connectivity technologies like the Internet of Things, as you mentioned it, are so important for the digital economy?
I think first, I mean, it's the next generation of mobile communication, so therefore it's important. It's the next step, the better product, the better opportunity, the better connectivity. So this is one aspect. The other aspect, and I think we still need to work on that one, harmonization over Europe. It's still very, very fragmented. Every country is doing a license auction, is doing the whole process. Why not harmonizing, start, and then have one level, one platform that makes Europe bigger and stronger. So united Europe, I think you could start with infrastructure. And why is it important, 5G? Because it's so capable. I mean, the speed is increasing to 10 gigabit. You can attach so many things. So talking about IoT, the Internet of the Things, I mean, that's a huge growth opportunity. And it's also very much about, you need to think not just about the things you produce, the car or the machine or the whatever it is, but also what you can do with connectivity, what you can do with data. So to also add sensors and collect the information and then draw some intelligent conclusions out of the data you have and then get stronger, better, closer to the customer.
Absolutely. You were talking about harmonization of 5G auctions, for example, in Europe. We are close to the auction actually in Germany, which is supposed to take place end of March. Where do you see the challenges at the moment, or potentially also the opportunities for Germany rolling out 5G?
We have too many experts not being experts, and therefore the discussion is on different levels, some very qualified, some not. And I think it's really, if we take it serious in Germany, and I hope so, then I mean it's really, you need to have trust in the private sector, you need to have trust that things are moving, and if not, then sit together on a table and say, okay, this is what we need to reach. How do we reach it? What you cannot do, and this would not be a good example, is that you put more and more burden on the ones who should invest and take away the opportunity to earn money. I mean, in such a case, investment doesn't make fun, and therefore I think the attitude needs to change, and we need to have a different investment culture in Germany. And it's very necessary that we change that soon, because I mean it's now really the decision about the investments, it's now the preparation for the future and the future technology, and so therefore now is the moment.
If you take a broader look, for example, the competition, US versus China versus Europe when it comes to future technologies, key technologies, there's a lot of talk about AI at the moment and that Europe is already lagging behind. Do you foresee that 5G might be an area where we'll be lagging behind as well, or?
I don't really think so. So I think that everybody's running for 5G. Some are a bit earlier, like Korea, some are not. Some play around with the naming, like the US. So everybody's starting. And as always, it's a race. But I think the most important thing is the ecosystem. If you get the ecosystem right and you can create a platform, then you're in the strongest position. And therefore, I'm not super happy about the outcome and the framework for the 5G auction in Germany. So I think you could do that better. And there's still ongoing discussion about the framework. That doesn't, it tells you everything. So that's not good. The AI topic, I think that, there's the former Chinese Google CEO, he wrote a book. And what he said is that at the moment, US is winning the gold medal and China silver. And then was the question, and what's about Europe? There's no third medal. So it's dramatic. Europe is falling behind on that one a lot. And I believe we need to have more software skills, we need to have more engineers, we need to have more data analysts and scientists. And we also need to be ready to open up and to not lock in data, but to let it flow and then generate some important and intelligent models out of that.
Yeah. Talking about key technologies like AI, analyzing data and so on, what are the key technologies other than 5G that Vodafone is focusing on in this year and beyond?
It's clearly fiber. So fiber is the base of almost everything. It's the base also for 5G network. So that's an important one, and we're moving on fiber deployment. Then it's, of course, 5G preparation for the auction, then start investing, and hopefully it's a good case. Because then it triggers more investment. And I think that's exactly what Germany needs. And these are the main technologies in the infrastructure area. And then it's also getting more people with software skills. So coding is important, being faster with deploying services, apps, play around with data, and not only playful, but also playful. And find out what you can do with the data. At the moment, we are throwing away 90% of our data, and that's not good. We should be a bit more thoughtful on what we are doing there.
Untapped potential. Thank you a lot, Hannes.
Thank you.